going to the people that have not been gotten to. And the messaging is resonating. And to them, it's new. And to them, they haven't been gotten to. So they're like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll sell. See, the bottom line is, I guess the easiest way to say this, they just haven't been beat up. Haven't been beat up enough. The direct mail, they're killed. Got it. I mean, they get these postcards every day. The forgotten ones, the lost ones, the cannot be found ones, they're ripe for the picking. Exactly what was happening for years in the direct mail space is now happening with the second tier guys because they haven't been contacted because we didn't really care about it to a degree. Now, some investors did. Some investors either had the foresight or whatever. I didn't. Most of my heavyweight friends didn't because we just spend a ton of money here and made a ton of money here, and it was a no-brainer. It's like, why change something that's working, right? But now it's not working, not to the level it did. I'm not saying it's not working at all. I'm not saying what I'm saying is it's not working to the level it did. So you got to go to that second tier marketplace of the forgotten ones, the lost ones, that never to be contacted. Or if they were contacted, it was by so few people that it really messaging never resonated. You know, they might have gotten one postcard over a year and they're like, you know. So what I'm saying is this, to be successful in today's marketplace. And guys, when I say success, I don't mean like do a deal here by accident, do a deal there by accident. That's not a business. I don't mean like you make 5,000 one month, 20,000 the next month, zero the next month. You can't live like that. When I say like a successful business, I mean a consistent, predictable, residual-based, lifestyle-based, money-based, killer type of a business. You got to work with the second tier guys. I promise you, we're all doing it. You got to go after these second tier people. That's where the action is. So how do you go after the guy whose address you don't have? How do you go after the guy who potentially purposely wrote the wrong address, tax records? How do you go after the guy that the tax records office accidentally put the wrong address in? How do you do that? You do it through a technique called skip tracing. And what skip tracing does, I don't want to spend a lot of time explaining skip tracing. For those of you that don't understand it, just Google it when we're done talking. But what skip tracing does is it basically gives you the ability to identify the people that many times cannot be identified through the conventional method of tax records. And I'm telling you guys, that is where the action is today. It's back to hand. Remember, this business, if you're not doing hand-to-hand combat, you ain't going to be successful. Hand-to-hand meaning owner to owner. It's at the skip tracing level. That's where individuals like myself, that's where people like myself are doing it ongoing, consistently, predictably, day in, day out. Now, I'll tell you something else. It'll change too, because now so many, now it's the way to do it. It will continue to be the way to do it for an X amount of time, but it'll be for a finite amount of time. And we'll actually take the pressure off of your people that were the first tier people, and you watch, that will be kicking again soon. Not soon, but down direct mail will have the kind of impact it will. But all of us now, the successful guys, we're jumping into that second market. We're skip tracing for owners. And basically, skip tracing gives us the ability to find out who owns a particular property, whether they're on tax records or not on tax records, whether their address is correct on tax records or it's not correct, whether they want to be found or not want to be found. It's ways of looking up people's information and finding out who owns this. We don't care about tax records. We want to know who owns it. We want to know what their phone number is. We want to know how to get a hold of them. It's a process of skip tracing. Now, I'll tell you this, guys. Skip tracing is not an easy task. A, it's expensive. B, it's not easy. But you got to do it. In today's market, you got to go after that second tier market. You got to skip trace. You got to find out specifically. I see a house. Who owns this house? I don't care about tax records. They might be wrong. Might not have forwarding addresses. I want to know who owns it, and I need their contact information. And I need to be able to get a hold of them. And that's what skip tracing does. It has the ability to take any property across the United States and do at least its best. There's nothing 100% accurate, but it's do at least its best to them. And when we do that, we're going after the people who we could not go after before. And all of a sudden, the conversions are going way up. All of a sudden, negotiations are getting easier because you're not negotiating with a guy that's also negotiating with 20 other investors. All of a sudden, the discounts are getting steeper and deeper because you're not negotiating with a guy that has 20 other options. This is what's called adjusting for market. Excuse me. This is what's called adjusting for market fluctuations. It's the ability to read the market, understand what's working, what's not working, take out the piece that's not, insert the piece that is. And see, when you're able to do that and do that in a consistent and a predictable way, you care at that point if the market's going up and going down. You're leveraging, you're insulating yourself from the normal market fluctuations by adjusting the market. It's like a race car driver. He drives on a dry road, they use certain tire. If it's raining the whole day, they change the tire. They adjust. They don't get out of the race. They don't like, oh, wow, it's slippery, so I'm not racing today. No, they make adjustments. It's like an airline pilot that sees a hurricane in front of him or a big storm. They change their route and go around. They don't like take a nosedive down. They don't turn around. They make adjustments. And that's why in the end, this is a pretty darn tough business. How do you know what kind of adjustments to make? How do you know what to do? How do you know which pieces to put in and put out? You don't want to be the last kid to the party. Because I know you're thinking, well, I'm just going to do what everyone else does. Well, by the time you figure out what everyone does, it's too late because we're going to be doing something else. And this is why I want to finish the way I started today. When you're part of our partner-driven coaching program, it's not just the money I'm giving you guys. Yeah, I get it. That's good. It's important. It's this stuff. I know how to make these adjustments. I'm not going to let you crash and burn. This is my money, okay? This is my money. And when it's my money on the line and my people and my resources and mine, you can do pretty good. And so if you're in this business and you're maybe just getting started and you're trying to figure out, well, do I go at it myself or do I work with somebody that knows what they're doing? By the way, if you're still thinking that, like you need to just like shut it down really and analyze. Because you're about ready to like go into a swamp like you won't believe. Or maybe you're in this business and you're doing kind of pretty good. Well, what's pretty good? You want to do better? And you work with someone better. That's what we do with our partners across the United States. Among everything else, we'll help you make adjustments. Because what I've been telling you about today, skip tracing, guys, we do that for every one of our partners. So for some of you that are like, how do I do this? How do I get this done? I'm going to tell you that it costs money and it's not easy. If you're part of our partner-driven coaching program, my team will skip trace as many properties as you want. We'll teach you how to go to the market. We'll teach you how to identify the ones that we need to go after. And then all you do is get the addresses over to us and we will actually skip trace them. We'll find out who owns them. We'll give you other information on it. We'll find out what their phone numbers and all that. Pretty darn killer, isn't it? So everything I just told you about tonight, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, try to put it together yourself, try to formulate yourself. Just join us. just join us. It's what we do. We do that for all of our partner-driven coaching clients. So I'll give you the money. I'll help you do it. I'll help you fix it. We'll sell it together. We'll split the profits, and I'll skip trace for you. My team will skip trace for you. Which, whether you do it with me or without me, you better be doing it, guys, because that is the edge you got to be in today's marketplace, okay? So, guys, listen, I enjoyed it. I hope this made sense. Like I said, whether you do it with me or without me, you got to do it. Skip tracing. That's where the new trends of marketing are. You got to get it done. Absolutely must have, okay? So, guys, if you want to learn how to find incredible real estate deals, use my money to buy the deals, use my tools, my resources, my people to help us execute the deals, and then we sell them together and split the profits, then you need to 100% to be part of our partner-driven coaching program. So to schedule a call with me to discuss that further, and by the way, please only schedule a call with me to move forward, okay? You know, I'm sure you have some questions, and I'll have some questions of you, but if you're like, got it, want to do it, just simply go to callpeternow.com. Go to callpeternow.com. If you want to schedule a call with me, if you want to get more information about how the program works, go to www.coachingbypeter.com. Hopefully, Rafa will put these sites up somewhere, or you can call me directly, by the way, at area code 404-915-9685. That's 404-915-9685. Guys, as always, I enjoyed it, loved it. I'm out of here. Gonna go grab a bite to eat, and I hope to connect with you guys very soon. See you guys. Bye.